Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a collective love reading for the sign of Capricorn. Strong placements. Let's see what's going on, Capricorn. Your last love reading was quite intense. Sorry, I've just got my hot water bottle because it is freezing here today. From scorching hot to freezing in 7 days. Why does that feel like it was a message? Capricorn, something has switched in your space. Maybe something that felt certain. There's been a sudden switch up. Your last readings were quite intense and heavy as well. Okay, Cappy, let's see what's going on for you. Spirit, please and thank you for the sign of Capricorn. Wow. The cards really do want to speak. For the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages of love and guidance. This is a timeless reading, Capricorn. So whenever you click on the link is when you are meant to receive the message. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see what's going on for you, Cappy. Okay. 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Empress energy, Taurus energy, major arcana. The 4 queens in 1. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Something's made you feel left out in the cold, ghosted, rejected, abandoned here, Capricorn. King of Pentacles, card of Taurus. So there's a lot of Taurus energy here. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Chariot, major arcana. It means victory, but also moving away from something, Capricorn. Could be dealing with a Cancer. Page of Cups energy. So there is an apology here, or some kind of small communication. Let me just see. And the Hierophant, another card of Taurus. There's a lot of Taurus energy here in your reading, Cappy. And the Hierophant is about a commitment. It feels like the withdrawal of a commitment, Capricorn. And why I say this is because, you know, there's this sense of you or your person apologizing for leaving the situation where there was once, you know, a lot of investment. The King of Pentacles, very solid in the material world, very successful, knows what he stands for, knows what he wants. It's also an energy of being grounded and being committed. Also Taurus energy, like the Hierophant or the High Priest. It's about commitment in the physical world. But I get the sense that there was some kind of abandonment to this commitment. And again, I'm getting the Empress. And in your last reading, the Empress and the Tower came out as repeating messages from two different decks. And I remember saying this could have been an unexpected pregnancy. You know, if this is a message that resonates, it feels like if it was an unexpected pregnancy, you felt abandoned by your person in some way. Or, you know, if it doesn't have to be literally a pregnancy, it's just a confession of emotion or wanting to level things up, because the Empress is the four queens in one. She is the ultimate embodiment of love, of fertility, of birthing new things, of abundance. Card of Venus. Venus is all about love, the arts, music, everything beautiful and sensual. But you didn't feel like that in this connection, Capricorn. I feel like there's a cold energy here. And there's a sense of moving away from it. There's a sense of leaving the village behind, leaving this commitment behind. And it's like, you know, there's a small apology here. I almost hear, I can't do this anymore, or I'm too young for this, or I'm not ready, not emotionally ready. Pages are very small energy, very young energy, very childlike energy. And it feels like an emotional unreadiness to commit. The Chariot is also very fast moving energy. So this energy could have been too fast, either for you or your person. And it feels like there's some running or avoidance in the situation. But it's because of this inability to fully commit. You see the difference in these two energies, Capricorn. You know, you've got the Page of Cups here, very small kind of childlike energy, versus a very stable King energy. And there's a gap in between. There's something missing in between. You know, an evolution that is not happening, or that you've been patiently waiting for. It's not happening. It's almost like your person could be switching from, you know, the sense of commitment to being not ready. Commitment, being not ready. You know, it feels like that kind of energy, this confusion. And what it's making you feel, Capricorn, is uncertain, unsure, abandoned. And I think you are tired of begging or chasing in this situation. Let's just see, clarify the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords, which is a sense of feeling trapped. You could be feeling trapped, your person could be feeling trapped in the situation and not being able to see the truth that is unfolding here, is what I sense. Capricorn, an inability to face the truth. What is going on for Capricorn? Why is Capricorn feeling abandoned? The Wheel of Fortune. So something has shifted here. Card of Sagittarius, Major Arcana. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius. But something is changing in the situation, Capricorn, and it's causing anxiety, either for you or your person or both. There's some anxiety, sleepless nights, overthinking going on in the situation. Again, I feel like this is the switch up that I sensed in the beginning of your reading, that there's some kind of switch up, or change of heart and change of mind in the situation that's left you feeling confused, anxious, uncertain, abandoned, rejected even. What is this Wheel of Fortune? The ending of a cycle. It does feel like a betrayal, or you can feel like it's a betrayal, and that's what's causing this anxiety and feeling of abandonment, Capricorn, is the sense of betrayal in the situation, being stabbed in the back, perhaps. What is this betrayal about? Please and thank you. Your energy and the card of Gemini, the Magician, manifesting. And now we have a couple, the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, and this manifesting. I think this was meant to be a commitment. This was something that both of you were visualizing. Long-term commitment, marriage, engagement, taking it to the next level. But for some reason that did not pan out here, which is why this energy of the Ten of Swords is here. What is this Ten of Swords energy? Please and thank you. Five of Wands. So there's a lot of drama and conflict in the situation, surrounding the situation. Could be friends, family, different opinions. You know, there could be other parties involved here. But it's a difficult energy to be in. You know, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of debating, there's a lot of back and forth energy, people just stepping over each other to get to the top. Not considering another point of view, tug of war energy, you know, trying to fight for who's right in the situation. It could be family as well that's involved, that's, you know, adding to the drama of what's already playing out. If there was an engagement and it's now dissolved, or there's something that has changed, there could be a lot of opinions about that. What is the Wheel of Fortune here for? What is changing for Capricorn? Yeah, I think it's a new beginning in self-love for you, Capricorn. It's understanding, you know, I feel like you're not being emotionally fulfilled in the situation. And the Queen of Cups is, you know, very loving energy, card of Cancer. The Ace of Cups is about self-love. It's about bringing this in for yourself again, Capricorn, after feeling, you know, abandoned in the situation. That's what's turning. I think that's the positive switch for you with this card of Sagittarius, the Wheel of Fortune, is that it's bringing you back to yourself. Whatever the situation is, it's showing you the truth, the reality, and allowing you to step into an energy of self-love and maybe walk away, you know, walk away victorious and gracefully, with grace from the situation, you know, with your own sense of pride and self-worth intact, self-respect as well, is what I just heard. There's a new sense of freedom, I think you feel in the situation. Maybe it was something that you could sense or anticipated. So the wheel turning for you was almost a confirmation, and maybe in some respects a relief to this ending. You know, it felt like a looming ending that was never, you know, coming to closure or to a sense of closure. And now that it has, you know, it's allowing you to step into a new cycle of being. and out of the energy of anxiety and overthinking. Why is the Empress here? Why is the Empress here for Capricorn? Page of Swords energy. 5 of Cups energy. There's an energy drain here, Capricorn. You can feel that you've been pouring your emotion into a black hole. And it's something that you have been observing for a while. But you've had a light bulb moment about it. You know, the sense that you're grieving something that you've been emotionally investing into and ignoring that there are other possibilities of love actually that you have turned your back on because of the drain in the situation. I feel like it was a karmic situation for you, Capricorn, to show you exactly what is your wish fulfillment. And all the opportunities that you've missed, you know, between the 5 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, there are 4 cups. And I just saw the 4 of Cups energy and missed opportunity. But the situation has revealed to you what it is that you actually want and desire in a relationship. And also shown you the aspects, you know, of a relationship that you don't want. And helped you define what your wish fulfillment and what your treasure is and definition of love is going forward, Capricorn. You know, almost stepping into this energy again and birthing something new, understanding something new. I just heard beating a dead horse. And that was the energy I got from this card, Capricorn. It's like you've been stuck in this energy for a while, you know, trying to figure out how to move on from it or how to shift the energy. And it's almost like you've been beating a dead horse, which is why letting it go now feels freeing to you. And this is the, you know, the energy. What else for Capricorn? Spirit, please and thank you. What else for Capricorn? Yeah, this was a karmic relationship, I do feel, Capricorn. Something that you felt tethered to, or some sense of obligation to. This person also can be very aloof. And this is your energy, Capricorn. The Devil, Major Arcana, is the card of Capricorn. And you've been trying, I think, again, this is the begging energy that I sensed earlier with the abandonment card, is this begging energy, or you've been feeling like you've been stepping out of your own sense of comfort or what you know is right in order to please this person or to be the kind of person that they want. And it hasn't paid off for you. In fact, it's taken you further away from your idea of love and wish fulfillment, Capricorn. And that's the energy of the Devil. You know, it's showing us where we are not in alignment with our spirit, where we are being controlled, you know, through our thoughts, through other people, through manipulation. The King of Swords is a very wise energy, and I think this wisdom has now come to you, Capricorn. I think you're starting to see again the truth in the situation, the reality in the situation that you may have been avoiding in order to keep the peace, in order to keep the relationship going, out of a sense of duty or obligation. But you no longer want to do this, is what I'm feeling. Yeah. There could be two or more than one energy involved in the situation as well, Capricorn. And comparatively, you are drawn to the energy that makes you feel more alive, makes you feel more like yourself. King of Wands energy is Leo energy. You are gaining the courage and the strength that it's going to take to leave the situation behind, to stand in your fire, in your power, with courage, and again with grace, and to walk away unscathed, knowing that you did invest everything that you could into the situation. It just is what it is what I'm feeling. And Capricorn, you are very practical. Something has kept you stuck in the situation though, but no more. I actually feel like this flame, I just saw this flame burning these tethers. These tethers that are puppeteering you or feel like they're controlling you. I saw the flame almost like if you took, a piece of cotton to a candle and how it just snaps. That's the energy I'm getting, moving away from the control, from the manipulation. This person that you're dealing with can be a little bit manipulative. Any words of advice for Capricorn as we close off this reading? This is good energy though, Capricorn, if you've managed to break free from the situation of feeling trapped. And in the last reading, I did feel like it was a situation making you feel trapped, controlled, manipulated, imprisoned even. And the wheel is turning for you now, Capricorn. You feel like you have a new sense of freedom. Cards of advice to end off and close off this reading, please, and thank you, Spirit. Advice for Capricorn, exactly. New beginning and happiness. There's a new beginning here in the physical world coming towards you, Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles, new growth, starting from the beginning in the physical world, earth energy, that's your energy. And the sun, feeling happy again, feeling free again, embracing your inner child, coming back into your sense of self-worth and self-confidence. I do feel like the situation has eroded your self-confidence somewhat, Capricorn. But there's a new beginning here for you that's making you feel a sense of freedom. I mean, look at the difference in this energy, in the cold energy of the devil, the control, the manipulation, versus the warm, passionate, fiery energy of the sun. Two different ends of the spectrum, and that's what you are moving into right now, Capricorn. I do feel your sense of confidence, self-worth is going to come back to you again. And that, that's what happens in relationships where we feel dismissed or abandoned. It could be that, you are an empath in the situation and your person could be avoidant, emotionally distant, emotionally avoidant because of their own traumas, not blaming anyone, but because of their own perceptions of love, their own examples of love, their own expressions of love. They could also have a fear of abandonment and rejection, and therefore come across as emotionally avoidant or dismissive avoidant. And that can almost make you feel desperate to want to chase it, or to own it and control it and to change the person. But you've gotten to this point where you realize, that isn't something that you can do and that you have control over, Capricorn. And what you do have control over is making a new choice, making a new decision, and stepping into your own sense of happiness. Okay, Capricorn, that's beautiful energy. If this resonated, please leave a comment. Let me know. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box. Until next time, Capricorn, sending you so much love.